general zodiac signs Taurus for the month of November. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to get right. Oh, it's already jumping. I'll show you here. Oh, my. These are some cards I made years back, and I found that they give a lot more insight, kind of give the base of where it's going to go, and then we'll dig right into it. And I found that since there's thousands and thousands of each zodiac sign, if I'm just doing a basic read, it doesn't always switch off into groups, which means, there's thousands and thousands of each sign. So it's not every single reading is going to resonate with every single person in that sign. So with these cards right here, I'm kind of able to grab a hold of more information that's going to be going out to more than just, several Tauruses or a couple hundred Tauruses. Or this is actually going to be able to reach, and each person should be able to pull pieces and parts out. I'll explain it as I go. I mean, you'll see what I'm talking about. If you guys do like my channel here, go ahead and make sure you like and subscribe it. Much appreciated. And also, for those who do like my readings, as I'm sitting here shuffling for the last one to get the base, I want to see 3 areas of life, which will be for different groups as well. If you do like my channel and stuff. So I also am on Patreon, and this is actually being recorded in October. So if you would like to have your monthlies ahead of time, and I'm going to be getting a lot of them, I'm definitely already in the works. I've already got October 15th through the 30th. That'll be released on the 15th for all social network. A Patreon gets all of this. So all of them I'm going to be putting up on my Patreon first. And then, example, I'm doing November's. I'm doing this in October. Ah, nice. I'm doing this in October. So you guys, if you're on Patreon with me, then you get this immediately. I mean, so it's being done here, and I'm going to be recording December's in October as well. So if you want these way ahead of time and you like the way I read and I vibe, my readings vibe with you, then by all means, go to Roosters Peacock on Patreon and go ahead and feel free to join. You can share as many videos of mine as you want to as well, because I feel messages, and a lot of them need to be reached not just for several. It goes out to a lot of people. Okay, Taurus, let's look right on into it here. Okay, so we've got the King of Diamonds. Now, I can tell you right now, this is kind of like the King of Pentacles. And with the King of Pentacles, they've got mind on the money and money on their mind. This is business mentality. They are focused on their business. They are going to make this happen. And we've got mastery of business and finances, okay? This is going to be the base. I'll show you. Then we have the 8 of Hearts. Social popularity, love, power, charm, power of groups with people. Okay? Then we have the 4 of Clubs. So definitely there's love. I mean, there's this group of Taurus, I feel that actually their heart, I feel October, it's been quite a bit before that, their heart was feeling weighted down. There's just one back-to-back stuff that was just making it where you couldn't quite enjoy life to the fullest like you wanted to. Well, this is an uptake in November for, I hear flying free, like you're feeling more free in November, okay? Getting out more. With the 4 of Clubs, we have mental peace, stability, strength of mind, and stubbornness. Pardon me. Strength of mind and stubbornness. Okay, so this one, I always say we are all works in progress. So with this one right here, Taurus, you're going to have to watch for your stubbornness, okay? It's not going to happen all the time, but sometimes with this being the Taurus that are leadership driven, they usually do things their own way. They like doing things their own way. But they're very outgoing. They're very outgoing. But in the past, though, I don't feel, in November, I think it's kind of like you're re-breaking the ice on how you truly are, which is you like to be around lots of groups of people. It's not so much being that hermit. I think this group of Taurus is coming out of the hermit stage, because it doesn't just have to do with finances. It has to do with, your heart and the mental. It was just all kind of making it to where you kind of possibly went recluse, or you kind of went within yourself to work things out, whatever that means to you. Okay, let's get right on into it. All right, under the King of Hearts, the mastery of business and finance, let's see what's happening in your business life. Now, this is what I'm talking about, Taurus. This is what I'm talking about. Not every single aspect of this may apply it to you, but like I'm talking about the business part right now, that's going to go out for a group of Taurus. Okay, this is I don't think it's going to be a small group. You guys have been working so hard on your stuff, and I mean not just working a little bit. You've been burning the midnight oil, and some of you, this doesn't necessarily mean that you're physically doing this. This could be mentally too. There's a lot of mental exhaustion, and you're still in November. You're still coming out of this, but you have not just purpose but direction. Oh my goodness. And there could be other people adding stress to you that you are in the past might have just been feeling like going within yourself. I'm just literally seeing like, what are those armadillos where they take and they roll up real quick? Leave me alone. Working on myself. Don't get in my bubble. Don't mess with me. I got too much on my plate, too much in my brain, too much in my heart. I just don't even, I'm just not going to deal. I'm not dealing. Okay. Especially in October. That's what I was getting. That's what I'm getting for that. But for this one right here, I'll show you here in a minute. You know, I just did another sign too, and I don't usually say this, but it's almost like there is jealousy. Again, this is a sign where there's somebody's jealous of what you have. And if you're in a coupling of some kind, they're jealous of what you have. If this has to be with business, they're jealous of what you've worked so hard for. And I mean, and this is not just in money, this is in your heart spectrum too. You've worked really hard through a lot of stuff, right? And this is the strength of mind. This is for the very strong, not strong-headed. That's why he's talking about stubbornness, is to be careful not to let your strength of mind and getting into a mindset where it's my way or the highway type thing, to actually just your strength of mind, because not everybody is going to be able to get right on that level of how you are thinking, right? But I do feel that this group of Taurus is going to have much more mental peace. But I do feel that there's going to be somebody trying to, we'll get to it here in a minute. Let's see here. Oh my Lord. Wow. Okay. Let's go ahead and do another one. Anything else for them? No, I'm supposed to tarot on that. Okay, so now I'll show you the cards here in a minute. I'm going to go to the Eight of Hearts, social popularity, love, power, and charm. Power with groups of people. Okay, so that's interacting with a lot of people. It literally looks to me like this group of Taurus is getting back out there and being more sociable than they're no longer like that armadillo. They're slowly towards the end of October. You're slowly. I think you have an aha moment that just kind of feel like you're slowly opening just a little bit, and you're just like snap shut. Nope, nope, not messing with people. Not going to deal with people. And then you open up slowly, and then all of a sudden towards the end of October, there's an aha moment for you. You might have to watch October, the 15th through the 31st to find out what that one's about. Okay. Social popularity, love and power, charm, power with groups of people. What's coming for Taurus? Might have to switch decks. Nope. There we go. Aw. And it does involve love for some of you. Oh, nice. Nice. Now, all fear and worry is not going to be completely done in November, but you are farther ahead than you were in October, and you're actually feeling like you can actually, I've always heard this described when my dad would wear a tie. He says, you just can't breathe. It's just so tight. It's just like, okay, well, it's kind of like it's loosened in November. So you're feeling more open. You're feeling more sociable. You still have, still have stuff going on, but it's not going to be as heavy. It's going to be easier to deal with. Now let's go ahead and get a couple cards for the Four of Clubs. Mental peace and stability and strength of mind. Possible stubbornness. Give me a couple cards. Oh, that is way too many. I do take cards that fall, but that was way too many. Oh, maybe this is. Okay, hold on here. Yeah, that's too many. I'm going to take those. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, these came down face down, and when they come face down, that's either something that you can't see, or it's something that you're not revealing. In the past, I would say it would be something that you would not be dealing with. You keep pushing it down, but I don't think so. All right. Okay, let's get right on into it. I'll turn these over in a minute. Let's go for mastery of business and finances. All right. This is how you're sitting. This is in your mind frame. You've been working really hard. This is for the group of Taurus who have been working extremely hard. As a matter of fact, it's just been, again, this is another sign that has been burning the midnight oil. But see, some of it has to do with your mental stability as well, because you're busying yourself, especially in the month of September, October. It's been going on for quite a while, but October was kind of a rough one. You buried yourself into your work in order not to deal like the armadillo. So you didn't have to, I'm not going to say face facts. It's not that. It was just too much. So you decided to, and it might even been at the expense of those who you care about, family, friends, lovers. I mean, did you possibly exclude them? Did you seclude yourself? Like the hermit. I'm seeing the hermit in my head, the sage. That is somebody who kind of secludes themselves so they can busy themselves on their work. But I feel it was more distracting over heart matters and what was rolling around in your head. And it does show me finances as well. So back in October, it was not feeling so hot at all. And you may have taken on the hermit. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, so let's go ahead and get down to mastery of business and finances. Now, for some of you, this is just going to be about finances. So let's read it that way first. We've got the wedge. Someone is trying to come between what you want, between you and a friend or something you want. Okay, so for this one right here, somebody might be possibly trying to come in the middle between you and someone else, or they are coming in the middle of your business or finances. They're trying to. This could be, somebody who is, it could be bills, but I really think this is somebody who is either trying to take you, not necessarily, it could be your ideas, but I don't think so. Let's see where it's going. End result is, this is where the worry and fear, so this is blending all three of them together at this point, is broken bridge. You're afraid. These are like the fears. So be careful, Taurus, for getting back into that frame of mind that the tower is always constantly going to be happening, because there has been a lot of chaos and conflict. But I really don't think this time it's going to work that way. I don't think it's going to be like that. You also are coming out of what I call a dark era. And you have to be very careful not to react the way you did in the past. This is another sign that, chaos, destruction, sudden upheaval, unexpected change, disaster, loss. You're afraid of losing something with your business. Okay? Business and finances, afraid of it trickling out and disappearing so fast that you can't keep track of it. Okay? You may have this little tower moment around the 16th of November. Ooh, what? Okay. But what really is the end result for this right here that has to do with your finances? Now, it does say this could entail love as well. This doesn't necessarily have to do with business and finances, but it does. But here's the thing, is it's also showing me that somebody may try to come between you and someone else. This could be do with love. And love can represent family members, family, friends, or lovers. Okay? And so it may put you back into this tower moment. So my suggestion to you is be very, very wary of what you hear. Okay? This, for some reason, I started getting gossip cards back in October. Somebody is kind of jealous of what you have. And this is another sign there's jealousy involved. And I do not like to put that into readings because, I think it's used too much. Oh, they're jealous of me. Oh, yeah, that's why it happened. No, really, this is somebody who's trying to unhinge what you've worked so hard for. Okay? And you may feel it rear its ugly head, and it may make you feel like like you're going to react in the past, like you would in a past pattern, which is stubbornness, and then you want to go back into that ball, where you go within yourself and become that hermit again. No, this time don't do that, because do be careful about people who are treading where they don't need to be treading. Okay, the real end result here for your mastery of business and finances is you've got the Ace of Cups. All right, I'm not going to say everything in your life is going to be perfectly happy, but what you've worked so hard for, it is actually going to be paying off. You're going to see, I see trickles. It's kind of like just coming down a little bit. Okay, waterfall is coming, but I don't feel the waterfall is it's not going to overflow. See, that's how I'm seeing it with this cup right here. It's just dripping out of the cup right now. You're getting a little taste of what it's about, and that it is slowly coming in. And in November, you'll be like, my God, this should be, is this even worth it? Should I continue with this? Yeah, definitely. It's not enough. It's not enough. More needs to come. Well, it will, because how this is going to happen is I'm especially around March. You're going to see a little bit better taste in December, but you have to wait till December's for when I do December's, and I'll tell you more about that if it shows up in that reading, because it's going to be for different groups. This one right here, you've got your Ace of Cups, and what I'm seeing is do you see how the water is overflowing? Okay, this is not just about business. For some of you, it involves love and business, however that applies to you, and it definitely has to do with your mental stability. This one right here, your little trickling in March, it's actually going to be overflowing. Okay, so stick with what you've been working really hard on. And kind of this wedge, I'm going to get one more card for that wedge. You may have to nip this in the bud, per se, but other than that, don't listen to gossip. That's what it is. It's just gossip. They have something that they want. That's what I'm feeling for this wedge right here. They're trying to come in between your happiness because, for whatever reason, it's a selfish reason. I don't know exactly why. They want something you have. All right, that's all I get off of that one. Okay, so I'm going to put this one right here because actually the factual of it, as long as you don't get back down in your feels and stuff, and it's good to feel, because what I meant is just kind of feeling weighed down, mental stress, feeling weak in the mind because you're just so exhausted. Okay, don't let that mental take over. Don't think the worst here, because it's not going to be like the past. Somebody would like to break this bridge. Okay, in the past, it made whatever this is about. It's entailing finances, business. It's entailing how you basically put food on the table. It could also entail for some love. Okay, it's for some of you, it's blending both. With this one right here, do know that you have new beginnings, new relationship, new romance, or this is a new way of feeling towards. If you are already in a coupling, this could be a new way that you are feeling about this new relationship, beginnings, romance, love. Okay, I do see that there is a drastic change in the way this group of Taurus is thinking towards life itself all over. They are kind of what I see. What I'm seeing is what I keep seeing is somebody with bags on their shoulders, and they're filled with not just rocks, but boulders, and you've been carrying this weight around for so long. And then I see in November, actually it started in October because you kind of got it right here, and then it's sitting right here. You're about to let it go. Okay. And then in November, you're setting them down. You're laying your burdens down so you can actually start enjoying life. And that's what you should exactly do. And we've got right here, we've got the star, bright hopes and prospects. Okay. It also represents Aquarius. I'm seeing water signs in here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio as well. There's many other ones, but those are the ones that stick out. Hope, recognition, inspiration, renewal, serenity, rejuvenation. Okay, don't let anybody come within your mental, because with you, your physical rejuvenation is totally, completely tied up with your mental. All right, when you're feeling mentally strong and you got this, nobody else can tell you anything about it, because you know when you're mentally strong. And that's what you're going to have to work on really hard in November, because there's good here. There's something that's like a breath of fresh air. It's kind of like walking out and you can smell spring in the air. It's just fresh. You just feel the goodness coming. You can just feel that warmth coming. Okay. And I feel that for most of the Tauruses here, you were standing at a crossroads back in September and part of October. And then in October, you decided to ignore whatever this was. It was a burden. It was that burden you needed to put down. And towards the end of October, you had an aha moment, and you decided to put the burden down. Some of you, you want to clutch to it. You don't want to let go, but I see you laying your burdens down. All right. So November, business-wise, heart-wise, mental-wise, it's going to be so much better because you have laid a burden down. And so now your mind's more free and more at peace. So you're able to focus on being mastery of business and finances, social gatherings and popularity, love, power, charm, power of groups of people, being around friends and family. You're coming out of the hermit. All right. You're also coming out of the Four of Swords, where you just kind of went within yourself. You needed rest and repose. So that's what you were doing. In October, you were resting and you were reposing yourself, but you were being like that armadillo, and you just rolled up in a ball and nobody could get in one way or the other. Okay, so you're coming out of that, but do watch that, because, yeah, it's important for us to take care of ourselves. But again, I'm going to say, if there's other people around you, make sure you don't shut them out to the point you know, especially with this tower moment right here with the broken bridge, because somebody's trying to come in between something you have, something that's yours. Some of you, I'm seeing a heart. Somebody's trying to come in between something or someone you love. And this is another one where I just, jealousy. Why? I've never really got the concept on that one. For some of you, this is somebody from your past trying to come back in. Yeah, some of you it has to do with love. Okay, some of it's blending both. All right, I see excelling here. All right, hope will be restored in November for the group of Taurus that are laying their burdens down. All right, and I see it kind of just, okay, I'm laying it down. All that weight I've carried, whether it was, for some, it's going to be feelings of guilt, which was not yours to carry. And you figured this out and you're putting those burdens down. You're laying your burdens down because you finally figured out you do deserve a good life, a happy life. You do deserve the finer things in life. And I'm not saying you're going to get everything in finer life, but to actually be able to enjoy life, finances, love, mental stability, peace in your head. You deserve this. Okay. And that's what you're going to decide. And this is not something that's just thrown on you. This is something that you chose. You have decided. You have healed enough that you are like, yep, I'm laying my burdens down. I'm going to be happy. For some of you, it's happy with somebody. Happy in your business. And strength of mind. You will not be feeling weary for long. Okay, so let's get right on into social popularity, love, power, charm, power with groups of people. And for some reason, I don't know why I felt like saying that last little bit. It's going to be actually feeling love with somebody now. Okay? You're actually going to allow yourself to love. Why do I say that? Because there's somebody you care about around here. Not every single Taurus, but for some of you that are geared towards getting, you really have found somebody that you may be wanting to offer a ring to. Maybe this has already happened or it's coming in the near future. I really feel that the decision's already made, though. I mean, the decision was back in October is what I feel. It's just a matter of action and when you put it in there. It says a marriage will take place either romantic or business. Now, this could be with business, too. There may be a binding contract if this is just about business for Taurus. It may just be a binding contract between you and someone else. That's going to be lucrative. If this has to do with an actual marriage and you have somebody in your life, and you could be married, but it's like revamping that marriage. Okay, making it come back alive because you laid the burdens down. So now you're able to actually love the way you feel you should be loving because for whatever reason, it's been pushed off to the side, ignored, turns your back on it. It's kind of weird. Okay, so with this one right here, for others, it's going to be an offering. You may be proposing to someone if you're not married. Okay, this is leveling up in relationships. It's something, it's like, yeah, decision's already been made. Matter of fact, you could be offering. This may be something maybe you've got it planned to offer it to them around the holidays or in November here, because it feels very strong. Yep. And at the same time, with your social popularity, love, and power. Now, social popularity is, it's showing me the wedge here. Whether this is business or love, it does show me that somebody is going to try to come in between you and your finances or you and somebody you love. And it is done by jealousy because they don't have what they want. All right? Why? Because they're going to see that it's like this group of Taurus has it all. It's kind of like, wow, look at them. They're just, yeah, here's the dagger. Watch for somebody stabbing you in the back. This may be somebody you would call a friend. Yep. And it could cause some really tense situations. And it's all, and this next card right here is the goldfish. In November, if it's just about finances, then there's going to be a binding contract that brings increase in material wealth or in material wealth. It's like the goldfish, right? But it does give that warning that there is somebody that may stab you in the back. And I don't necessarily feel it has to do with this business. Okay, so anyway, you have something or someone that somebody else wants. And they're not satisfied or they want that position. That sounds right. I don't know where that's coming from. So watch for that. But I do feel for this group of Taurus, you will take and nip it in the bud quite quickly. You will see it for what it is, as long as you don't get in your stubborn mind and withdraw to where, you know, I'm not going to do this. I can't do this. I'm going to work on my other stuff. I'm going to put my focus somewhere else. No, this is one thing. I think you're going to be mentally and physically feeling more fit towards the end of November. December, there's a huge change. Not sure what this is about. I'll have to wait until December to do that one. Okay, let's go on to your mental clarity. Oh, I heard mental clarity. You're going to have, okay, you're going to be thinking more clear. And there was a question that revolves around either business or love that you weren't quite, there's some confusion. There will be no confusion. Mental clarity is yours in November. And it feels like for a lot of you, it's at the beginning of November. Some of you, it's around the 12th. But that's why you're feeling more free. Because it's kind of like, it's almost like you have it all. It's finally showing. Okay. Now, under mental peace and stability and strength of mind and stubbornness. Now, I don't feel like getting, well, I guess I will. Hold on here. I'll do that. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so we got the 6 of Wands. And this is over top of social popularity. People are going to start recognizing you. They're really, I mean, they're for an accomplishment that you've done. And for some of you, it's 2. Some of it's just business. Some of you, it's business and love. Lots of people are going to have their eyes on you for this. And a lot of people are going to find it. But it does show me that at least one of them is not going to be satisfied. And this could be a person, it's a friend, family, lover from the past. That's not going to have anything to do with this. They're like, no, this is not how it's going to be. No. Because I hear that there's somebody, it's jealousy. It's jealousy because they want the position in the job or in the love spectrum. So do have that as a heads up and pay attention. But it does show me, as far as Taurus goes, you are in a really good, you know, mental peace, stability. It's coming back. You may still feel a little bit wary and not totally beaten, but a little bit mentally tired. Okay, so definitely make sure you get the rest. The overthinking will be slowing down some, and I think that's the heads up for the wedge and the dagger here for this person who's going to try to come in between something or someone you love, or both. Don't, it says again, do not go back to that mind frame. But see, whatever this is something that's going to come out almost publicly. Because you're recognized. Success, victory, winning, triumph, achievement, awards, recognition. People are going to applause, goodwill, well-wishers, supporters, crowds. So there's a lot of people. You're in the spotlight on this. Because, I mean, you're going to be so excited. Anyway, you're for whatever reason, you are not going to be hiding this. This is not something where you're doing your hermit stage. No, you're out of that. And you're like, okay, look at this. Look what I'm doing. I'm so proud of it. I just want to share my happiness with everybody else. And so you're going to be more popular, social media. Okay, that's what I get. Under mental peace and stability and strength of mind, stubbornness, we've got a hammock. There could be a vacation that are planned for some. All right. And that will be able to mentally restore mental peace and stability back in your life and kind of strengthen your mind. All right. And it kind of soothes that stubbornness down. Why are you going to be able to do this? Because you're going to be sitting in a different seat than what you were even in October. You're going to be feeling different. Life, love, business. All the above, or whichever ones apply. You're going to be feeling more on top of the world. And you're smiling. There's an actual smile. You're not just smiling with your mouth. You're actually smiling with your eyes because you feel this. All right. Position of authority. These are the 2 that were down, face down. This has to do with it's either something that's hidden or it's something that has not been shown to you yet. Okay. Okay. So, and of course, it's giving this warning right here along with the wedge and the dagger. Okay, for some reason, heads up, Taurus, do not go back into your armadillo, you know, protective outer coating on this instead of dealing with it. I think you're going to deal with that. You're going to deal with it quite smoothly. You're a smooth talker. That's what I get. And there is a lot of people that do find you charming and they're attracted to you. Some of you, they feel like you're the whole package. Okay, so for some of you, the message is somebody from the past may try to become between your business and something or someone you love. Somebody may be causing tense situations. The message here is, the hint is, it's most likely somebody who stabbed you in the back before. This is somebody from the past, and they're not satisfied with how well you're doing in business and finances, or it has to do with how well you're doing in love, or it's both. Okay, so it's just kind of a heads up, because you're going to be in the social spotlight here pretty soon in November. Definitely, especially around the 12th for some reason. But yeah. So what we got, the next cards I got is doing some, you got the tiger. Oh, now I don't feel like reading the words. I'm getting this. This is your last warning. See, this right here is taking a vacation physically or mentally. And because we have the ring here, there's some kind of partnership. This may be some kind of vacation that you plan, or you put out on social media or something like that. That has it's a binding, you know, there's some kind of binding contract in here that's either coming or in the works, and it's made public. As far as you're just so excited about it, and it has to do with business and finances, or you're actually probably getting engaged. All right, and it's something that you're proud of. For some of you, it's both. Some of you, if it's marriage, you're already married, then it has something to do with the simple fact that maybe you're renewing vows. There's something that has to do on social. You're just so beaming with happiness over this that you want to share it, because that's how you are. This group of Taurus is very giving, and they want to share. When they're at their best, they're beaming. This is what this is. This tiger right here is sneaky. So this is another warning. And each one here, you've had warnings. So I don't think it's going to be, it won't be anything big in your head, because I think you're going to nip it in the bud quite quickly. Matter of fact, you're not going to have anything. No, you ain't even going to do. Nope. Hell no. That's what I get. But be careful of going back to this frame of mind where you either withdraw completely, or you become so stubborn that it causes problems in other areas of your life. Because actually, this is one of those that you'll just be able to nip it in the bud and move on. But it is somebody from your past. Okay? We've got the tiger. And what are cats? When they are sneaking up on something, they are just that sneaky. You can't hear them. And this is, so to me, this is something you don't expect. So it's kind of going to throw you off guard, and it's going to kind of tick you off, because you're already feeling quite happy about your decisions in business and finances and some kind of partnership you may have. For some of you, it's some kind of partnership, could be engagement, and you're proud of this and you're happy, and it's just, you're focused on positive, because finally positive's coming in. For some of you, it's both business and love. All right, you're focused on that. And here's the message. It could be for some of you to be careful, because it could be somebody from your past coming back, or trying to come back, because they're not satisfied, because of they're not in the position of love. And we've got compliments from an admirer. So do watch for that. If it has to do with the love aspect, do watch for, somebody trying to contact you, social media, however it goes, message, phone call. Somebody from your past just shows up, but you're doing good. You're being recognized. They've seen this. And they're not satisfied, because you seem to have it all. And for whatever reason, they feel that they should have it. Okay, Taurus, let's see. One more. Yep. How do they feel? This is giving more aspect about. Yeah, okay, no, this is your message for you on how to deal with the situation in November. Do not sit on the fence. We got the Two of Swords. Don't go back into that Two of Swords. Why? I just not going to deal with it. I can't decide what I'm going to do. Stalemate, truce, sitting on a fence about something, at a crossroads, difficult decisions. For sometimes, if this is a person doing this, sometimes there's a time and place not to be nice. Okay, you don't have to get into get the horns out, but I don't think you're really going to sit there. I think that's your heads up, so you know it's coming. And if you are being torn between two relationships, divided loyalty, I don't think that's really true. But if that's what it is, then Taurus, I feel, will completely deal with this without my input on it. So do watch for that Two of Swords moment of indecisiveness, and do see what you have right here that you've built so much on. All right, Taurus, I hope that helped. And then I will see you back on for the Decembers. Talk to you guys later. Bye.